Momentum live. Okay, I'm gonna hit play from the start, so it's just there. We good? We live? Let me see. I can't see if we're. I gotta exit out of this. Technical goodies. Stop sharing. Okay, we have people coming in. We're live. We're recording. Welcome, guys, to our Momentum Tuesday, the week before the holiday. As you can see, me and Kazzi got all excited to share with you guys. Get a little Christmas spirit going here at LifeVantage. And yes, I'm not the Grinch every day, so I figured I'd dress up like an elf today and share some little Christmas spirit with Kazzi and you guys. So thank you guys for joining. We're excited to have you. We are going to go through some updates first, and then I'm going to Kaz's going to share a story, and then we're going to kind of have a little conversation, a little back and forth, just on how to casually share through the holidays without being pushy, without being, salesy. Because again, this is a time of being grateful and spending time with family and loved ones. So this is an awesome time to share LifeVantage with those that were around. So, Kazzy, we're going to test this again. Let me see if I can get my screen. Give me the thumbs up if you see Momentum Live. No? Wrong screen? Perfect. I
I
love
think
it.
it's your desktop.
Oh, that's fun. How do we? There we go. Nope. Nope. We're going to undo and we're going to stop sharing. If I can find. Let's see. Now we'll do it. We good now?
Got it.
We are good. See, it just takes a second, guys. So, all right, everybody. I'm Gentry Bean, one of your directors of sales here at LifeVantage. Excited to be here with you guys for Momentum Tuesday. Let's jump into our kind of deals, great things we have going on. True Pout Lip Oil, guys. If you have not bought that for your little shareables for this month, make sure you jump on that. I know we are selling out of those. I don't know the exact amount of those 3 packs that we have, but again, I actually got a text from my wife yesterday randomly as I was putting this slide deck together, asking me for this True Pout. And I'm like, holy cow, it's been a whole year and you haven't even asked for it. And now you're asking. So, again, make sure you jump on those because you can buy 2 and then keep them or give them as gifts. Great for your kids. Save you a little money from going to those Sephora stores and all those other places where it's not cheap. So, again, Rise Era updates, guys, starting in December. So on December 1st, we updated our Rise Era prizes. So make sure you're checking the hub for that. Again, making sure that you are pushing for those enroll, retain, and advanced tracks, especially if you're brand new, because we really want you to get going, want to get you excited and have the fun and the excitement. On top of pushing for that Alaska cruise, we are handing out those discount codes every single week that you can go and share with those new people you are coming across, customers and consultants. So check the hub for those details. This is LifeVantage every Wednesday at 6 p.m. We are having a different person come on and share about LifeVantage, share about their story, their background, and why and what LifeVantage means to them. So make sure you are inviting guests. This is a great time to bring a prospect, somebody new, somebody that you've shared a little bit with about LifeVantage, and let them hear from somebody other than yourself to lend a different ear or different voice to what LifeVantage is and what's done for them, and whether it's their health and or their financial side of things. So make sure you are sharing that every Wednesday at 6 p.m. If you guys have not been around or seen anything about Global, make sure you guys are getting registered to host a watch party because you will get to hear from some amazing leaders here from LifeVantage. Shauna Mucklow and Dr. Sunny will be sharing more about getting things going, getting your engines running, driving your business in 2025. You don't want to miss this. It's a Saturday event. It is a live, so make sure you register. So you want to get a watch party, you want to get your friends, your family, your team, get together. Make sure you register because again, there are some other things that you'll be able to participate in, some training. So you don't want to miss that. Go ahead and scan that and or go to the LifeVantage page and click on register to host a watch party. Again, don't miss out on this because there's a lot of great things that will get your business going in the right direction for 2025. And again, we all right, we're in a new phase of LifeVantage, I want to say. So again, starting your engines, getting things going, getting that weight management, because we're in that weight management space now, getting those goals really dialed in for 2025. Now's the time. So guys, I am super, super excited to be able to bring on our executive consultant, Kazzi Foster Teel. I'm going to stop sharing because now I want everybody to see her face. So again, she's from South Dakota, guys. She has been with LifeVantage for 14 years. She is a mom, a wife. She has 3 kids. She's a Navy mom, a basketball mom. We were just talking about how she is actually going to be traveling again to go do some basketball trips with her family coming up. Guys, she pours into her team. She pours into everybody she comes across. She loves the fitness. She loves the health and wellness side of this thing. She is awesome when it comes to helping and sharing and just pouring into the team and showing excitement. And she exemplifies what leaders are, along with a lot of you guys on this call. So again, pouring into her team, pouring into anybody she comes in contact with, and really caring about her customers, her consultants, and how helping people with that health journey and that the passion for just helping people grow and become a better person every day. So I've loved working with Kazzi since I got here. She was one of the first people I met in San Antonio. So Kazzi, with that, I'm going to turn this over to you, and I want you to kind of share a little bit about your story, and then after that, we'll kind of do some back and forth and kind of walk through some questions that I want to run by you. So,
Sounds good. Oh my gosh, Gentry, thank you so much for this invite. I still remember the very first time we met. You were brand spanking new, like 5 days on the job. And I just remember your fire, your excitement, like you're just jumping in. And I remember you had something for you to sign. I'm like, whoa, 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 what am I signing? Like just the attendance sheet. I'm like, all right, let's go. But thank you so much for inviting me to be here. LifeVantage is literally the coolest thing I've ever done in my professional life. And I love that I get to share my story today because my story and the holiday season work hand in hand. And I will tell you that when I learned about LifeVantage, I was so excited about our products because who isn't, right? I mean, 14 years ago, all I was learning about was Protan. I'm so super excited about the products. And then when I saw, I literally remember sitting there like jaw dropping, watching this information, like, oh my goodness, if this is even half real, this could change the world. And so my mind was spinning. My mind was spinning on the sheer possibilities of not only what our product could do, but what this meant when the world would find out. And so I'm one of those weird people that I was sitting there and I'm like, okay, what do I do? I know I want this. I know. And I just signed up. Like I signed up. And I remember my enroller calling me back saying, hey, you did it wrong. You spent way too much money. We need to call the company and get your money back because you were just supposed to buy 1 bottle. You bought this pack with 13 bottles. And I said, I know, because I see a massive opportunity there. So what I didn't do is I didn't overthink it. I didn't know anything other than this was different. This was going to change the world if it was even half real. And I remember thinking like, man, I'm so excited to learn about the products. I'm so excited to learn about the business. But where I was pleasantly surprised is the caliber of people that have blessed my life. And Gentry is one of those people. Like I had no idea that there was going to be people that would be leading the charge in a corporate standpoint. There was going to be people leading the charge, teaching people like me how to do this. I'd never done this industry before. And so I remember that very first phone call from somebody else in this business that offered to teach me how to do this. I was like, what? Like, you're going to teach me? Whew, like massive relief because I don't know if you guys are like me. I'm speaking to the brand new people right here. Did you feel a little bit of buyer's remorse when you put that credit card number in? Because I remember feeling like, oh crap, what did I just do? I have no idea anything about what this stuff works. I've never done this industry, but let's go. And then when I got to meet people like in our leadership team that called me and welcomed me to the team and said, hey, we got your back. Just do what we tell you to do and it's all going to be good. I'm like, okay. And then I got to meet people like Gentry who were running the show in the corporate office. I'm like, oh my gosh. And this was a tiny baby $2 million company. And man, what did they impress me then when we were a little tiny $2 million company running this business on card tables and laptops. And now here we are. If you're brand new to LifeVantage, congratulations. You are at the right place at the right time because not only do we have one of a kind category creating products that do something nothing else in the world can do, we are the activation company We own the corner, you guys. We own the corner in this next level wellness. But we have people like Gentry leading the charge at the corporate office that are guiding us every step of the way and taking care of business. I've always said one of the best things about LifeVantage is we all just have to stay in our lane and do our job. Because if we stay in our lane and do our job, everybody else is going to get their part done too. And that's what I love about our corporate offices. They always deliver. And we all know that these last few months have been some of the most amazing months we've ever seen in this industry, whether you've been here for 5 minutes, 5 years, or you've been in the industry for 50 years. We've never seen anything like this. And I'm just so grateful for people like Gentry and the other leaders at our corporate office who have done their job to deliver to our customers. And so I want to take you guys down a little bit of memory lane. So it was 14 years ago, I got a chance to say yes to LifeVantage, and it was October 20th of 2010. And I remember thinking, like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just going to do it. Because I was one of those people that was at high noon. I was looking for something different. I just didn't know what I was looking for. Like, I wanted something. I had worked in the corporate world and I was looking for a change. I wanted to make money because I loved making money in corporate America. But what I didn't have was time. And what I didn't have was I was so stressed out all the time. And so I wanted something that I could make money, but yet have flexibility and help people. And I didn't know what that was going to be. And so when LifeVantage came into my life, it was like, ooh, this could be it. And the only problem standing between me and everything I ever wanted is I had no idea how to do it. Like, I knew what I wanted. I had no idea how to get there. And I remember being introduced to some of the leaders on my team. And they explained to me that we were in the season of sowing. And I had no idea what that meant. They said, listen, we're in the season of sowing. Some will, some won't. Someone's waiting. Who's next? And so I just started talking. I just started talking. And guys, it took me 87 consecutive no's until I called my sister and said, give me your credit card. You're going to be a customer in my new company. Okay. So I made my sister be my first customer. But what that first yes did is it made me realize somebody else sees what I see. Maybe those first 87 people didn't, but number 88 saw what I see, probably because she was my sister. And I was probably a little forceful in that conversation because I was feeling massively desperate that day. But here's what I didn't understand. All of those 87 consecutive no's were going to build up to something. Because then I got to an event. And at that event is when I started to realize, okay, not everybody says yes the first time like I do, because I thought something was massively wrong with all of these people because they didn't say yes right away. And that's when I realized, hey, follow-up is a part of this game. So I just kept trusting, just kept talking, just kept going. And now from October 20th to November 30th, that's a long time, guys. One customer, okay? One customer, one $40 transaction in my business. Now in December, my friend that I had talked to in that first 87 consecutive no's called me back and said, hey, I think I want to do this now. So now I got a consultant, and then I got another customer. So now at the end of January, I had, between my personal order, my two new customers and a consultant, I had like $600 in volume. Okay. Now just mind you, I'm not crushing it at this point. Okay. Some of you, when you don't crush it your first 30 days in this business, you get massively frustrated. But just know this, I kept remembering, season of sowing. Some will, someone won't. Some will, some won't. Someone's waiting. Who's next? Now get this. Going into January, just kept talking. At the end of January, all we did was talk. At the end of January, it was January 25th. I'd hit Pro 1. Okay, that's $1,000 in volume in my business. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh my goodness, does this work? Is this even working? Because at this point, like, it just wasn't feeling like everything was coming together. But listen to this. By the end of the month, all of these conversations, the timing of everything right now is critical, because you cannot harvest unless you sow. In the next 60 days, listen what happened. Remember, one $40 customer, first 6 weeks, one consultant, 2 more customers, next 31 days. But between January 25th, when I hit Pro 1, January 31st, we had $2,500 in volume. And February, we had $12,000 in volume. By March 31st, our business was at $22,500. Not because I'm good at this, not because I had any extra special skills, not because I was recruiting influencers. It was because all of those conversations came to fruition in January. And so right now, when Gentry talks about having fun with us, just not making it weird. I was the queen of making it weird, but I'm super, super grateful that I just kept going. I just kept talking. I just kept sharing because eventually what happened was we found a handful of people that saw what we saw. And then as a collective group, our collective group found a handful of people that saw what we saw together, and it just started building. And so if I've got any advice for you right now is just keep sowing. Like I'm a farm girl. And I will tell you, from the time I've been a child, harvest was always my least favorite season. Now, it's funny because you think like harvest time is payday for farmers, but I used to hate the harvest because it was like, okay, it's getting cold outside in South Dakota. And we have like 4 seasons. We've got spring, we've got summer, we've got fall, we've got crust. Like the harvest season is like crusty season. And then it goes into winter because everything's dirty, everything's dusty. But it's funny how I just had an epiphany this year as I was driving down the road and it was like crust outside. And I thought, oh my gosh, Kazzi Teel, you can't have this season of harvest if you don't do the hard work of the sowing because it's like harvest is payday. Harvest is when people say yes. Harvest is on the 15th of the month when the check comes in. And right now, going into January, February, March, and April, Gentry talked about how we are a health and wellness company that's just entered the weight loss space. Like we are going into our months of harvest. The only way we harvest is if we're talking. And I'm super, super grateful for leaders in this company that taught me the power of sowing and taught me the power of not overthinking it and taught me the power of, hey, not everybody's going to see it like you do. You just got to keep talking. And so I'm super, super grateful. We talk about how this industry is a business of runs. Like it's a business of, we're in a series of sprints where we make sprint, 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 sprint. And eventually they all come together. I'm super grateful for that first 90-day sprint of just inviting where I wasn't making any money. I wasn't getting any yeses, but that first 90-day sprint of inviting led to the next 90-day sprint of harvesting. And then what happens is the belief grows because the belief was this big when I started. But then as my sister said yes, my friend said yes. Oh my gosh, I got paid. And it was like, woo, this giant belief started to build. And that's where this party started. A farm kid from South Dakota that had never done this before, that just was wanting something different. And because somebody thought enough of me to pick up the phone and say, hey, check this out and let me see it the way I needed to see it. This is where this beautiful company was found. This is where like our company was born. A group of leaders that saw something different, that just thought, what if, like what happens if we just go out and do this? And it's led to this beautiful, powerful machine that we have today called LifeVantage. And now we are literally putting our flag in the ground. We are the activation company. We are here to stay. We're making this happen. We're changing the world. And so that's my story. And I remember like when I said yes, I remember thinking to myself, what the heck just happened? And now I just pinch myself every single day. I'm like, what the heck are we doing? This is so fun. I'm so grateful that we get to do this together.
Love it. That's awesome. Again, you said so many cool things, especially just about like sharing and talking with people. Because right now, right, it's the holidays. We're going to be around people, whether you're traveling, whether you're staying home, people are coming in and out of homes. What would you say right now is going to be your number one tip through the 14 years, the 14 holidays, we'll say, that you've been with LifeVantage? What would you say is your number one tip to seeing success in these times?
That's a great question, Gentry. And I will tell you that my number one tip right now through the holiday season, remember, we're in the time where we're going to see everybody, whether we want to see them or don't want to see them. It's like we get to see, excuse me, we're going to see so many people. So the number one tip that I'm going to share with you guys right now is not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. Because I will tell you, everything changed for me in my personal business when I decided to walk the walk, because we are a wellness company. People are watching what you're doing. Now, does it mean you need to have like the best physique in the whole wide world? Does it mean that you have to live a perfect life? No. But we are the activation company and we are out spreading the message of activation. And it's crazy what happens when you start to take your own personal health journey, because here's what happens. People are watching whether you like it or not, whether you think they are or you think they're not, they are watching. And when people see you start to make changes, and they see you transform, whether it's little tiny changes like you just transition from soda to water, or you transition from, hey, being sedentary to starting to walk, or hey, you joined the gym and you're out there Like we're talking about activation, but look at Gentry's in the gym. He's out there. He's pumping iron. He's getting some bicep. He's getting some guns on him. Just start walking the walk because I will tell you something happens. Something shifts because when people see you start to change, they follow along. Like everybody loves the journey. And so that's my number one tip as we go through the holidays. Like Gentry and I talked about this yesterday. My first Christmas, I made it so weird. I was literally taking my family members one by one to the family room, playing a DVD, like holding them hostage. So my mom said, enough, stop, no more. But we can do those things. Like right now, we are in a weight loss company, right? Or sorry, weight loss. We are bringing weight loss into our activation company. And so as simple as like just changing up what you're going to eat at dinner, at your celebrations, changing up like, hey, I'm going to go out and get a walk today. Take a quick picture of you out getting your 30 minutes of cardio in, or you're getting your 10,000 steps, whatever it is. Just walk the walk. Don't just talk. Don't just tell people like, this is who we are. This is what we do. This is why we're cool. Because all of those things are really good. But now are your actions reflecting what you're talking about?
I love that. I'm gonna jump just because we're coming up to that 10:30,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna jump right into these questions here. I love those answers. If I'm brand new, right? Maybe I don't have a story.
Yeah.
What is your suggestion for right now with like, okay, I want to share this, but maybe I'm not seeing results super fast, but I know results are happening. What would
Yeah.
you suggest for that new person to do?
My best advice for the brand new person is be a professional friend maker and be interested. Ask all of the questions because here's the deal. There's something about being interesting and wanting to tell everybody what we're doing. I think we've all, if you've been in this business for more than 5 minutes, you've tried to be interesting to somebody, where we just want to tell everybody like, this is what we have and this is what we do, like pouncing on people. But I'll tell you, if you become a professional friend maker right now, and you just be very interested in people's lives, ask all the questions, just be very interested, be present in the moment, because I think that's one thing that's missing in so many things at this point in the year is we are so crazy busy and we're always thinking about that next thing we need to be doing. But just be present, be interested, ask lots of questions, and then connect on social. Because remember, you are as a professional friend maker right now, what you're doing is you're gathering all the information. If you're like me, I love paper and I love pens. And you can just start writing names on saying, hey, I talked to so and so. They've got this going on. I've talked to so and so. They've got this going on. We're gonna connect on social and we're just gonna say, hey, it was so great meeting you. Remember, just make the friends right now. Because what we're doing is we're building our list. Are we gonna talk to these people? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, we're gonna talk to all of them. But when we can just be interested right now, be a professional friend maker, connect with people, let them know we care because nobody cares how much you know, but they do care how much you care. And when you can build that foundation in your business with being a professional friend maker, building relationships, genuinely caring what people are up to, that's the foundation to everything. Because remember, right now it's tis the season for lots of different things, but it's also tis the season for New Year's resolutions. Everywhere we look, people are going to be looking for something different in 2025. What we want to do is we want to set the foundation for who we are as people and what we stand for. And when people know that you care, and when people know that you really took the time to listen to their story, be genuinely interested in what they're up to, when we go back and say, hey, I remember our conversation about XYZ. I've got something really cool I want to talk to you about. Do you have time for a quick phone call? Do you have time for a cup of coffee? If I share some information, would you be open to taking a look? And those kind of conversations are going to naturally happen because you took the time to care and just be a good person.
I love that. There's so many little nuggets right there. That's awesome. Um, okay, this next one with the holidays here, right? Like so many different products, so many different things. Like you don't want to bombard somebody with just everything. What would you say is like your go-to for the holidays to share that's easy access, something that they can get in their hands quick, get going? Like what would you suggest?
So I am an Axio kind of girl. Okay. I'm just telling you right now because it's easy to share it. And it's one of those products where people can see you use it. Okay. That's another tip for your holiday gatherings or your whatever your beliefs are and different whoever you're around this holiday season, bring some Axio with you. Open it up, mix it up in your bottle, pour it on ice, make it kind of fun. But that's what I like to do. I love to share Axio with people Because again, you can get it out, use it right in front of them. And it's great gifts. Like you can take fun little flavors of Axio, tie a fun little ribbon around, tie a fun little bow around. You can stick 3 sticks in a Christmas or in a card of some sort. It doesn't cost any more postage. Like it's just a very, very easy product to sell, or sorry, very, very easy product to share, because you can get it in someone's hands. As far as like being able to sample, it's easy. The way it's packaged is genius because we can share it very easily. And it's just something where people they can taste it right away and they can feel it fairly quickly.
Love
So
that.
that's my
Love
go-to.
that. I can't. So you said Axio, and I was hoping you'd say that because we did a call with Sandy McClure a couple weeks ago, and she said when she's flying on a plane, she always has Axio. She loves to sit in the row with everybody. She'll open it up and kind of get that first little poof, the little
Heck
smell
yeah.
going, and then everybody's looking around like, "What was that?"
Heck
It's a
yeah.
conversation starter.
Everybody asks what you got there. So I love, again, when I'm traveling, I use these plastic cups on purpose because people ask me, yes, is it like environmentally friendly? I use my reusable cup when I'm just at my house, but this one I'll take these with me because people say, "Ooh, where'd you get that drink?" I say, "Oh my goodness, I make these at home. This is my Axio. It's so good for you. It tastes so good. It helps it." And I just like go into and like, "Ooh, what's that?" And I always use the fun colors.
That's awesome. No, Kazzi definitely does have the tips and tricks when it comes to Axio. She's caught me. I'll confess, she's caught me drinking an energy drink once or twice, and kind of, told me no and said I need to do this. So I've been better at my Axio.
It's
So
all about the combinations, right? You just got
yeah,
to get fun with it.
no, I love that. So again, talking about getting fun, what would you suggest again, starting out the gate, making this fun? Again, we have the holidays. We also have the global activation coming up in January. What are some tips for making it fun to get people in the room to just get going, get questions answered, get started, all those things?
So first of all, I will tell you this. You just got to share your excitement. Make what you're doing contagious, because when you make it weird, people receive it weird. And so if your goal is to have a great big business in 2025, it should be your goal to help a whole lot of people, okay? And the only way you help a whole lot of people is getting people in front of this information. So get creative. Are you someone that loves social media? Are you someone that loves coffee shops? Are you someone that loves people in your home? This is where you get to decide what kind of business do you want to build. The next question I have for you when it comes to making this fun is starting to ask yourself the questions: who do I help? What problems do I solve? How am I going to solve these problems, and where do these people hang out? Like just really getting very specific with the problems you want to solve, and then talking to those people. Because I'm telling you what, I love talking to moms who have jobs, who want more time, who want more energy, who want to make more money, because that's the woman that I really relate with. And so when I'm talking to people, like, you just got to be excited, like, "Oh my gosh, I've got something awesome you need to see. What do you got going on Saturday morning at 10 a.m.?" Boom, just putting it out there. Because if you don't ask, they're never going to say yes. Nothing hits the soul more than showing up at the Saturday morning meeting and your friend is there with someone else. And you're like, "Oh crap." Like, I've been there. It sucks. But I'll tell you, the way that doesn't happen is if you're the one that gets there first. So does there need to be some sense of urgency right now? Absolutely. Just be cool about it. And so just know, like, Gentry and I were talking about some different things, like, you got to keep it fun, you got to keep it fresh, you got to keep it real. Create an environment that people want to come be a part of. And so if you know that you're going to run a little, like, if you know that your goal for the first quarter of 2025 is to lose 10 pounds, this is your way to reach out to your friends, say, "Hey, I'm going on a journey. I'm going to lose 10 pounds and I want some accountability. Do you want to do this with me?" "Yeah, what do you got?" "Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm using. I would love for you to use this with me so we're on the same page and we can help hold each other accountable." Invite people into your journey. Invite people into the story. Invite people in to get the belief from somebody else. That was one of the things that I really struggled with early on, because I was coming off a successful corporate career. I thought, what's somebody else going to be able to talk about that I can't talk about with this business? Well, 87 consecutive no's told me a lot. I needed to use somebody else's story, somebody else's belief, somebody else's energy. So right now, like, if you're brand new in this business, if you've not made a list of people that you want to talk to, I'm going to encourage you to do that today. Maybe we're not going to talk to all of those people in this moment, but I will tell you, get a game plan. Identify who are those people that I want to work with. Who are the people that I want to help. What problems do they have? What products do I have that I can help them solve them? Where do these people hang out? How am I going to get in touch with them? And how are we going to get together? Because again, this is not a me business. It's one thing to have a really incredible, powerful product story, but dang, it's cool to have a business story, because when you've got a business story, it means that you have helped a whole bunch of people figure out a problem. Like, we are problem solvers. Yes, we are in the network marketing industry, but the way we win at LifeVantage is when we help people solve their problems. So it's almost like having a mindset shift right now, because I will tell you, I danced around this whole, oh, I'm a network marketer. How do I tell people what I'm doing? So people say, what do you do? Say, you know what? I work in the health and wellness anti-aging industry. Really? Or I'll say I have an anti-aging health and wellness business. Really? Tell me about that. Like, I just help people live better. Like, you ever feel the effects of aging? I help people like that. I help people live better. I mean, I just tell them that, like, because I don't have this fancy schmancy spiel. It creates an opportunity for people to say yes. So when you identify who you want to help, know where they're hanging out, and just make a list of those folks and invite them in. Some will, some won't. Someone's waiting. Who's next on your list?
Dang. Well, I don't know about you guys in the chat, but if you guys aren't feeling that passion and the fire that Kazzi has, maybe go ahead and feel your pulse, because again, she just dropped a ton of nuggets for you guys, especially if you're brand new. Guys, again, this is the holiday season. We're out talking, we're out sharing. It's a good time to just have conversations, and you don't have to be that salesy person. Like she said, just have the conversation, ask the questions, be interested in people, and let them do the selling for you, because they're going to say something that you might have that answer to be able to give them, or share with them a piece of information, or invite them to something, or just start the conversation and get that information. Like you said, get on social, get their phone number, whatever the case may be. This is the time to do it, and start now. Don't start yesterday. Don't start tomorrow. Start now. Like, because every minute that goes by is just a minute that's gone and we can't get it back. The
Can I?
older I'm getting, yeah, no, I'm saying the older I'm getting, the more I'm realizing that time is flying by, and it's crazy. So don't pass this up. Listen to what Kazzi said, rewatch this, share this, but it's been amazing. Kazzi?
So one more thing to think about right now. So Gentry, I just have this thing in my mind that you were probably like a rubber band shooter in elementary school. Like, I could see you like shooting like the little paper wads at your friends. Like, not to be naughty, but like you were just trying to make sure they were awake, paying attention to your teacher. But right now we've got the rubber band effect. The farther you pull back the rubber band, the further it's going to launch. Right now we are pulling back that rubber band. And I will tell you right now, one of the things that we do, if you are truly serious about 2025 being your year to change your world, is the couple dates I want you to get in your calendar, get that virtual event on your calendar, non-negotiable. Shauna and Dr. Sunny are going to knock it out of the park. I know both of them personally. They are powerhouses, not only in LifeVantage, but they are powerhouses in this industry. Get this on your calendar. You need to be present to get the game plan. I have no idea what's coming, but I know it's good because LifeVantage always delivers. The second date you need to get on your calendar is the global convention in April. That's a commitment, knowing that you're going to do what it takes to get there. Don't worry about the arrangements right now. Just get the dates on your calendar. And then after you've got those two commitments on your calendar, now you get to work. You get busy. Pull that rubber band back, because I don't know about you, when you pull the rubber band back a little bit, it just falls on the floor. But when you pull it way back and you launch that sucker, it's going to go far. And that's what gets you in trouble with your teachers, when you shoot the rubber bands really far. But that's what you want right now in your business. You want to pull that rubber band back and you want to launch that thing as far as you can, because that's the momentum. That's the momentum that we're building right now. Today, we're going to do the work today. We're going to do the work in January. We're going to do the work in March. We're going to do the work, February, March. I've been doing this thing for 14 years. There is no such thing for me as a day off right now. Why? Because I love it. I'm not one of those people that's waiting back thinking like, ooh, what's my team going to do today? No, I'm in the trenches, man. Like, I'm digging, I'm going. And that's the way we do this thing, is we're in there every single day talking to people that need to hear what we're doing. And the beautiful thing is when you make the commitment to show up and you make the commitment to, it's not only about getting the information. Events are fantastic to know what's going on, but it's the building of the community that's powerful. It's the building of the community with the people who believe in you. And then there's like this little thing inside of you that says, hey, maybe, just maybe, this could work for me too. And it's that belief that's going to launch you into changing lives that you had no idea you were ever going to change. And I'm super, super grateful for this opportunity to be here today. You guys, just get out there and have some fun. This is a real cool time to be a part of LifeVantage right now. And congratulations for saying yes. If you're watching this right now, it means that you are all in. Let's go get this thing done.
Holy cow, love this. Thank you so much, Kazzi. Thank you everybody in the chat for chiming in. Share some love for Kazzi. Again, share this with your friends. We'll get this posted on Facebook here soon. But again, take what she said, implement it, and just have some fun with it. And let's see what happens. So thank you guys. Hopefully you have a good rest of your Tuesday and a happy holiday. So we'll see you guys later.